is Andy Shepkowski calling on a recorded line. I can't tell you everything over the phone, but you need to come down here tonight, please. 6 p.m. I'll let you into the building. Place will be empty.
And number one, actually I don't really know when this one came around, but probably what you'd get if you mixed Doom, Dino Crisis, Resident Evil, and even Silent Hill. Well, obviously the work of an indie developer as its first job also. Story-wise, it is 1996, and here we take on the role of an enforcer trying to set this dinosaur crisis nonsense right. Check it out. Game set to be released for PCs only sometime next year.
We sent in a team 2 weeks ago. Nothing. Chronogas is ready to cut their losses and shut the portal down, even if that means leaving hundreds of people for dead. You'll hear on the news that they died in an oil rig explosion or something, and nobody, not you or OSHA or anybody else, is gonna be able to do a damn thing about it. Sorry, Enforcer. I didn't know who else to call.
Coming up behind that, we've got the Lunar Effect. This is a psychological puzzle time crisis horror game, as stated by the old developers, inspired, well, technically on the style though only, by Resident Evil and Silent Hill games, as you can see. Anyway, there ain't really much to talk about with this one besides it's technically literally designed to feel like a classic. It's actually playable through a demo on Steam, and the full game set to be released for PCs only sometime soon. Next up, we've got Bloodborne Demake. Assuming you do have a PC just so wooden, couldn't really run Bloodborne original, or you just don't have the budget for the original game, or you just want to play Bloodborne but on the PlayStation 1. I mean, we've all been asking for a Bloodborne remake for so many years. Anyway, this game is available on PCs, just look it up on Google. It's actually free, playable with a controller, even a PlayStation 1 controller, it says, and it is very, very fine-tuned in nature. It's pretty good. Project Terra, on the other hand, is perhaps at the moment one of the most underrated, visually stunning top-down roguelike platformers on the horizon. And it's, I've heard, I'm not sure, available through a beta as I'm speaking. In case you do like what you see here, this game's been in development for years now. It is, as you can see, a lot inspired by Crosscode, albeit with more elements, platforming elements, and a different kind of campaign. This game's set to be released early to mid next year. Alright guys, and number 5, just so you didn't get quite engaged with Project Terror that we just mentioned earlier, no, we do also have something called Signalis. This is single-handedly the most important and most hyped roguelike shooter releasing for the past 3 months. It's actually releasing in about 48 hours from now for PCs and all of the consoles as well, even Switch. Strangely enough, this game is exactly what I thought you would get one day if you made a pixel art Silent Hill or Resident Evil shooter. Check it out in case you missed it.
This is Dr. Williams of Sector 6. I'm here at 53.001975 minus 4.129730.
If you are looking for a true classic horror suspense game, as you could tell, a lot inspired by the old PlayStation 1 era stuff, you might want to give Chasing Static over here a shot, which is available on Steam through a demo and the full game set to be coming out for other consoles as well by the end of this year. Check it out. Chasing Static has already gathered thousands of positive reviews out there. It's a psychological horror, pretty short story, to an extent inspired by Phasmophobia.
Both fine. If anyone can hear us, we made it to the bunker. Seth, something happened. I told him not to go. Please, shut it down. Please.
Next up, we've got Conscript. This is a survival horror thriller, well, described by its developers as a love letter to Resident Evil and Silent Hills, which has basically so far been the whole idea with the video. Now, Conscript over here actually had a pretty successful Kickstarter campaign, after which we do now have a demo for it available on Steam, where you can have a little bit of a taste of the battle yourself. The game, though, in its full, is set to be released sometime later this year.
Descendez! Descendez! Ils sont dans notre tranchée! Soyez prêts!
And last but not least, we've got Eliza, I don't know, from precisely a year ago, which is sitting on Steam through its early access phase for $12 now, and also a free demo in case you do like what you see here, with very positive review scores as well. This is a horror-themed action-adventure 90s inspired classic, definitely for those of you with a lot of love for old PlayStation 1, PC era survival horror games, with the music and atmosphere so on point, you want to go through this game at least multiple times.